I heard the food was ass. So a tapeworm walks in the bar and sits next to this gorgeous woman. And the lady is like, what's a handsome guy like you doing in a place like this? The tapeworm is like, trust me, I've been in way worse places. But if you keep talking to me like that, I'm going to rearrange your guts. And the lady is like, oh, that's so forward. Are you single? And the tapeworm is like, I just got out of a really codependent relationship. And the lady's like, I'm so sorry. What happened? And the tapeworm is like, now you just opened up a whole can of meat. Basically, she was using me, and I got dumped for this, I think, French guy. His name was Munjaro, I don't know. It's fine, it's for the best. And the bartender comes up, and he's like, hey, sorry to interrupt, I just want to see if you want a drink. And the tapeworm's like, do you have any early bird specials? And the bartender's like, no. And the tapeworm's like, oh, thank God. I will have whatever she's having. And the bartender goes to make the drink, and the lady looks at the tapeworm, and she's like, it's so cool. We're both here right now. Like, what made you come to this specific bar? And the tapeworm's like, honestly, I heard the food was ass.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Oh my goodness. The lighting is terrible. Look at me, I look pale and sick. I don't even know what I can do about that. Maybe I can put a little flash on me. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. But this is terrible. Okay, well, my first time live on YouTube. Pretty excited. I guess I should look in the cameras. I feel like I'm looking everywhere else. It's crazy. I gotta figure this out. But this is pretty cool though, man. And I'm mad at this. So stacking, mastery stacking. It feels a little bit more. Let me see if I can lean in a little better. Okay, how we got this? I'm not for sure how this is going to go. If I can actually record this and hold on to this, or if it's only through YouTube itself. But I at least want to go once to see how this is going to work. I don't know if it's like TikTok where it sends out something, or if I'm just live just for the sake of being live. But either way, what's all this right down here? Not for sure what that is. But I just want to see how this is going to go. So I titled this live Mastery Stack, and I just got this idea from Myron Golden. Myron Golden got a lot of great ideas, a lot of great theories and practices and systems that seem to be very fruitful, I'd say. And that right there is one thing. I like watching a lot of his stuff. I've taken some good notes from him, implemented some actions from him, as well as, Alex Hormozy. I like a lot of his information. His book, $100 Million Offers, really great book. You should definitely go check that out. He wrote a second one, I think, $100 Million Leads. I haven't read that one, but I've gotten the highlights of it. That one's pretty good as well. I was actually just looking at Myron Golden not long ago, just recently, where he was talking about some of the things that make the 1% the 1%, which I thought was very interesting. Like his titling is just superb, and then of course his content is just top tier. But I like the way he puts a lot of his information down. He'll go from spiritual to biblical to spiritual to day to day, and then sometimes he gets a little folksy and starts telling us his old time stories, which it's pretty cool. But sometimes that gets a little too much for me, I should say. But he was talking about the 1%, and he started breaking it down by, okay, well, how do we define the 1%? And then he started with, okay, this is what the top 10% in America make as far as income is concerned. He broke it down from 10% to 5 to 1% to 0.1% or 0.01%. I can't remember which one he said specifically. And he just broke down the numbers. So okay, this is what those guys make. But then he took it from just the income and the top earners to the idea, the concept of, if you are in the top 1% of your field, more than likely you are a top 1% earner across the field, right? So if you're a top 1%, um, if you're a top 1% individual in the field of, say, real estate, I think that was his actual example, then more than likely you are a top 1% earner in the country. So I like how he broke that down. And I'm pretty sure there's some caveats and some, not what about this? Like, even if I was to look at it like me being in the army, top 1% of the army is still going to make what they make. Their pay scale doesn't really change, right? Unless they've just been in for a very long period of time. But that still is not going to put you in top 1% of America.